What do you mean by APIs? What do you mean by APIs? Some real-time example of APIs where APIs testing come into the picture. Importance of the API testing, right? Key points while API testing. So firstly, what do you mean by APIs? API is a way of communication. It is a way of communication, right? It is a way of communication between front end and the back end. Back end means database of the application. Front end means UI, right? Second thing, it is a way of communication between two different or same technologies applications or component. It is a way of communication between two different platform application, right?
Platform application.
Yeah, API is a way of communication. एक way है ये, basically this is a way of communication by which front end and back end is able to communicate. My trip application, everyone use make my trip application,
Right.
Yes.
for flight search, MMT. Deepak
Yes.
is a user of MMT. Deepak is a user of Deepak is a user of now. Deepak here, Deepak is giving from to like source and destination, right? And what Deepak is giving? Date. And after that, Deepak is clicking where? Which button? Search button.
Search.
Right here, when Deepak is giving information from to date and clicking on the search button, what make my trip is giving? What make my trip is giving? In the real time, in the back, basically different airlines has given their APIs, deployed their APIs. Who is consuming those APIs?
Make my trip.
Who's consuming?
Make my trip.
Yes, make my trip is consuming those APIs, right? Based upon inputs, right?
Right.
Here, for example, I'm assuming this is airline 1. This is airline 1 application. And in the middle, what is this? Airline 1 APIs.
API.
And here, airline 2 application. And in the middle,
Airline to API.
airline 2
Alien to API.
APIs. Now, whatever input Deepak is giving, where that input is going?
To the API.
Yes, very good, very good. And what API is giving?
Results.
What API is giving? And it is giving to the which application? API is giving to which application?
Make my trip.
Yes. Who is consuming those APIs? Who is consuming? Who is consumer here? Who is consumer
Make my
here?
trip.
Very good.
Make my trip.
Very good. Very good. And who is provider? Who is provider?
Provider. Airline
Airline
application.
guys.
Airline application.
Different. Yes.
Airline.
Different.
application. Airlines.
Right? Different airlines. Now, different airlines having their database. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the database of different airlines. In the middle,
Yes.
again
APIs.
APIs. Now, airline 1 is bringing the data from where? Airline 1 is bringing the data from where?
Database.
Airline one database. Airline one database.
Who is bringing that data?
APIs.
APIs.
This is the DB of. This is the DB of
Application
airline
One.
one,
Airline one application.
and this is the airline one
APIs.
APIs. This is airline 2 APIs,
Sir, can you
right?
please explain me again? Sir?
Yes, yes, yes. Now, this is airline 2, airline 2. Now, let me explain again. Deepak is using which application? Make My Trip. And Deepak wants to search a flight, right? Right? Deepak wants to search
Right.
the flight.
Correct.
Now, Deepak is giving information where? In search button. Search button. Airlines. This is airline application 1. This is airline application 2. This is airline application 3. Make My different airlines has given their APIs. Whatever input Deepak is giving, that input will go to the APIs. And what API will give? What API will give?
Response from the airlines 1 or airlines 2.
Yes. Or we can say output. It will give the output to the which application?
Make
Airline.
my trip.
Make my trip.
Make My Trip, right? Make My Trip.
Yes.
So here, who is providing the services? Who is providing the services?
Airline one.
Airline one application.
Different airlines.
Yes, very good. Different airlines. Now, and who is consumer? And different airlines is bringing the data from where? Different
Yes.
their database. Now,
Yeah.
who is bringing the data from the database for air? Who is provider here?
Database.
Different airline application.
Different airlines.
Right here. In
Different
this
airlines.
diagram,
Database is the provider to their application.
database is the provider. Right?
Yes.
Now come to the point. What you can see, front end is able to communicate with the database, yes or no?
Yes.
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 Example, Make My Trip application has been developed in the which language? I'm assuming PHP language. Airline 1 application has been developed in the PHP language. And Airline 2 application has been developed in the C# language. Airline 3 application has been developed in the Java language. PHP application is able to communicate with PHP application, yes or no?
Yes.
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 PHP application is able to communicate with C# application, yes or no?
Yes.
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 What is the second definition of APIs?
Different platform. They can through the
Different
API we
platform
can
and
communicate with the
technology.
different platform technologies.
No, different platform. Second definition.
Oh, sorry.
Different or same technologies.
These are the two definition clear. These two definition are clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
WhatsApp application. For example, this is the WhatsApp application. That is a which type of application?
WhatsApp application. Mobile application.
Which type? Mobile. Deepak is a user of which application?
WhatsApp mobile application.
There is a feature in the WhatsApp, location sharing. Yes, everyone know location sharing feature
Yes, sir.
in WhatsApp. Which application?
Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Google Map,
Google Map, right, sir?
right?
Hmm.
Now, Google Map has deployed their APIs. Who is consuming those APIs?
WhatsApp.
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 WhatsApp application.
Who is consumer here? Who is consumer here?
WhatsApp application.
WhatsApp application.
Who is provider?
Google Maps.
Google.
Google Map.
Google Map.
Now, Google Map is a which type of application?
Location-based application, sir.
web-based application.
Yeah, window based.
Sorry,
Web-based.
web-based.
Web-based application.
Now, what is the third definition of APIs? What is the third? Everyone use the Facebook application.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Facebook application.
Yes, sir.
Now in the Facebook we have a feature, sign up feature. During sign up we are entering first name, last name, then age, then date of birth, and after that we are clicking where?
Sign in, sir.
Where we are clicking?
Create
Right?
account.
Facebook application. Now here this information, first name, here we have a table in the DB, right? For example, we have a table, sign up table. In the sign up table we have column, first name, last name, age, date of birth. When everyone please keep yourself, when I'm clicking on the create account, when I will click on the create account, here in the middle we have API/create account. When I will click this create account button, this create account button, this API will call, this one. This API will call create account, and whatever data we are giving here, like I'm giving Deepak Channa, age 31, date of birth 15 August 1991. Now where this data will be inserted?
In the database.
Database.
In the database. Who is taking care of this response API? For what is the benefit of this API? Let me explain one more concept here. What is the benefit? Everyone please keep yourself on mute. Everyone. APIs. What is the benefit of the APIs? Content of the application is not ready. For example, the front end of the application is not ready, right? The front end of the application is not ready. This is not ready. Can I test these APIs?
API
Can I test
is
this?
testable, but
Yes,
UI is not.
we can test
Yes,
it.
the API testing tool like Postman, Rest Assured, SOAP UI, there are a number of tools. What we will give? We will give inputs. We will give inputs to the API, and what API will give?
The response.
What API will give?
Response.
Output.
Response.
Output.
Output.
Yes, output. Main benefit. The main benefit API testing is that we can find out the issues at the early stage of the product development. We can find out the issues before UI, right? Basically in industry, firstly DB layer will be designed by the DBA team, by the DBA. After that business logic, or we can say API layer, APIs will be designed by the development team, and finally UI will be designed by the
UI team.
development team, right? Now unit testing, which testing will be performed?
Testing.
What do you mean by unit testing? Yes. After that?
So it is done by developers, right?
Yes,
Unit
yes.
testing?
After that?
Integration.
Integration testing.
What do you mean by integration testing?
Combination
How
of
is
module.
the, yes, how is the behavior? How is the behavior of the modules when we
The data.
When you
Combine the
them.
modules.
Combine them.
combine the modules? Very good. So here which testing come into the picture?
Integration testing.
Example, here you have feature, sign up feature. For example, development team has designed a feature, sign up feature, and sign in feature, for example, and friend request feature. right?
Yes.
Friend request feature. Now send message feature. A number of feature. For example, this is the feature developed by developer A. This is the feature developed by developer B. This is the feature developed by developer C. And this is the feature developed by developer D. Now, developer 1 has done the testing of his feature, yes or no? Yes. Which type of testing he has done? Developer 2?
Unit testing.
Unit testing.
Again, unit testing. Developer 3?
Unit
Unit
testing.
testing.
Unit test.
Developer 4?
Unit testing.
When we will club this feature after
Integration testing.
sign in, we are able to send message or not. After sign in,
Yes.
we are able to send the
Yes.
friend request or not.
Friend
Or not?
request.
Yes.
Yes.
Which type of testing? Which type of testing is this? Which type of testing is this?
Is integration.
Integration testing.
Integration and
Integration testing.
Behavior, right? So
Right.
that is the API testing. API test. After that, which type of testing is performed?
System.
Is system or
system
end-to-end.
testing.
System testing. In the system testing, which testing we perform?
Functional.
Functional.
Functional plus,
Non-functional.
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 right?
Yes.
UI automation, performance testing, all these things come into the picture here. After that,
Right.
UAT,
UAT.
alpha and
Beta. Beta.
Beta.
beta, right? Now this
Right.
thing is automation. Before UI automation, which testing we perform first?
Integration.
Testing is important because we are testing the business logic, the main logic we can say, right? And why it is important? Because with the help of API testing, we can find out the issues. We can find out the issues in the
At the early stage of the development.
early stage.
yes. And second thing,
We can find out
API
issues before UI development.
yes. And API testing is faster comparing to the UI automation, front end automation. For example, you have to automate a feature, send message or
Send
post
friend
a
request.
tweet message on the Twitter application. If you do with the help of UI automation, means front end automation, means browser,
Right.
how things will execute? Browser open, then
Login.
URL hit,
URL.
then maximize, then login, then tweet message will be typed, then click on the
Send button.
Post.
Post.
it will take at least 3
5
to
to
4
10
minutes. Yes, 5 minutes.
Mhm.
5 minutes.
Yes.
If we are doing this thing with the help of API, then it will take hardly
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Right? It will take how much time? Hardly it will take 10 seconds. Right? Now, because API layer is closer to the किसके close है ये? To the DB. Right? Now, Postman for API manual and automation, some kind of automation. Rest assured, that is the most important tool from market point of view. SOAP UI, SOAP UI Pro, and Groovy scripting. In Postman, we use JavaScript. Rest assured, Java. SOAP UI, SOAP UI Pro, we will use Groovy scripting. Now, come to the point, key points while API testing. Firstly, we have to verify the response or the output data, that is correct or not. Second, API chaining, that is the important thing. API chaining means first API we will hit, we will get some response data or the output data. From that data we will extract something and we will use that thing where that is which concept?
Another API.
API chaining means hit the first API, third one test the API with different data.
Test data.
Is also important activity, right? So we will start how we will execute the thing. Let me explain. Firstly, we will create our APIs. Let me explain the agenda. Develop our APIs. We will develop our REST APIs. Then we will move to the Postman. I'm just explaining how we will proceed the thing. We will start with Postman, manual testing API, then Postman for API automation. Then we will move to the REST assured library for the REST API automation, right? We will move to the where?
Rest assured library.
For REST API automation. Then we will move to the framework part. We will design proper framework where in the REST assured we will design framework. Then after that we will implement CI/CD. Jenkins GitHub. We will implement Jenkins CI/CD implementation in the framework. Then we will move to the SOAP UI and SOAP UI Pro plus Groovy scripting. Just a moment, everyone, please. SOAP UI plus SOAP UI Pro plus Groovy.
So
For example, this is API 1. Yeah, right. You are giving some input to this APIs, to this API, and this API is giving some, what it is giving? Output. Yes. Response or output, or the output. Now from this output you are extracting something, right? You are extracting something. For example, in the response there is a ID value, ID Deepak, that is coming in the response. So you are extracting ID value from the response because you need this ID where? You need this ID where? Where?
in the
API 2.
or
API 2. So what is this concept?
is the chaining process like it
API
depend
chaining.
upon the one API output input